So usually before I start, I choose some items that I might like to use. I try not to think too much about it, but I think I probably did think a bit too much about it this time. I don't really like what I've created. It was a frustrating process for me, and I think part of the reason why is I don't like green and red. So you might be asking why I chose green and red, because this is meant to be going out on Christmas Day. I thought I'd choose some Christmas colours, and there's a bit of gold as well. So I went through my items. These are Marte cheap brand that I got from TK Maxx. Twistable colours, they're pastels, so really good if you don't want to get too messy. And then I've got Frisk acrylic markers as well, and some pencils, because I didn't know what I would want to use. I think it's easier to be expressive with pastels. You notice I kind of scribble. I really enjoyed doing the green, and I guess it was on my mind that it was like grass, desperately trying not to make grass, because that felt too obvious, but I just enjoyed that movement. And then it got further on that I wanted to make it a bit like a patchwork. So I didn't intend that from the beginning. I just looked at the paper, and if I sped it up to, slowed it down to normal time, you'd have seen I spent quite a long time with a blank paper not knowing how to do my first mark. Sometimes you just have to start. I quite often do circles, and I didn't want to do that. So I made a squiggle and another squiggle, and I enjoyed doing that. And that's what this is about. It's about having some sort of release or enjoyment, spending time. I noticed my chest was tight and I was feeling anxious. So the words I wrote: rough, ugly, ugh, the contrast of colours, dislike. Felt restricted because I'd chosen things or made myself choose things I didn't really like. I think at one point I wanted to get the black, which I could have done, but decided to stay with these colours. And I was thinking about the gold that I've overlaid, this secrets, things that are hidden, golden. And then I went back with a golden pen, and put some more gold in, that kind of glimmers. I was thinking about Christmas, this big day that we put a lot of effort into, and it is just one day. We're doing something very different this year, but our Christmases generally are quite different to us. We have a neurodivergent household, so we do slow it down and not do very much. And there's part of me that really enjoys that, because I need that as well. And there's part of me that feels sad that we can't celebrate in the way that I'd sometimes like to. We've been out for a meal today, and one of us was very upset and didn't eat. And it's hard. It's hard. So I think maybe this is what this is about. Sometimes the Christmas season can be very hard. I'm privileged. I've got a lovely family, but there's still hard moments. I'm thinking about all the people that life truly is hard, and there's very little privilege. I was kind of thinking about a bit of a barren land, and this isn't barren at all. It's green and fresh. Even the dark green, I don't think it's dying. It's just a different colour of land. And we all have different lives, different colours in our lives, made up of many things. I don't know what this represents. It sort of got a bit fiery as I did the squiggles. But I think it's more sky. There was an up feeling, and this is definitely sky, kind of this golden, maybe this hope.